Hello everybody. So a lot of you have been requesting that I take a look at the new 16-inch MacBook. I'm not much of a reviewer. There's not really much I could tell just from looking at it. It is still a MacBook, it appears, as I can see on my desk. But since so many people have been asking, I'll take a look at it. Now, just to be clear, when it comes to things like design flaws or fatal issues, you notice that stuff 8 months in, a year and a half in. I'm not going to notice it by looking at it. I'm not going to know that the solder joints on U8900 are going to become flaky. Excuse me, from the very beginning. I'm not going to know that the cable between the screen and the screen backlight is going to disintegrate or become flaky, or that the copper inside of it is going to mess up until it's been a year or two. But, what the hell? Many people want to see me open it. I'll open it. Merry Christmas to you, Pedro. So here's a MacBook. So, the first thing I notice is that it still appears to be a MacBook. It does have an Apple logo on it. Alright. We have MacBook. Hans says, Mike! Yes, I am wearing a microphone. You're very perceptive, my friend. Someone pat him on the head. Okay. So this here is a MacBook. Oh, wow. Okay, this is nice. The keys are back. It's a normal keyboard again. It's not that butterfly-looking bullshit. That's a staticky thingy over the screen. Yeah, so check out the difference if I were to type out something on this keyboard versus this one. One thing I may actually wind up doing on this is playing Type Racer and seeing what my scores are on this keyboard, because this keyboard's kind of nice. Yeah. Paul, do you have a USB-C to HDMI thingy?
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
Ooh. I would like to put this towards a trip to the gun range to torture a MacBook. I don't have a gun, but Paul does. Maybe Paul could take it to the range. Thank you. Alright. This is where my last time I reviewed a MacBook, it went all funky. Was when I plugged in a third-party dongle. Alright. I guess I can't choose another screen yet, so I'll just keep it like this. Choose a Wi-Fi network. I'll just change cameras there. You don't need to know my password. Actually, I forgot my password. What? Oh, you suck. I unmute and you fuck mother.
Who's gonna steal your Wi-Fi?
You. There's gonna be people sleeping outside now. Alright. First stream fail comes from an L. Now let's connect. Wi-Fi.
And Paul gave you the wrong answer.
Why in the world would you connect to the guest one?
We're connecting to the Wi-Fi. This is quite boring. I don't know how product reviewers do it. Data privacy. Learn more. They're telling me about data privacy. Look at that. They care about me. Continue. Don't transfer any information. Apple ID. I don't want an Apple ID. Go away. Set up later. Go away. Skip. I don't want no effing Apple ID. Terms and conditions. Of course I've read it. Yeah. SAS diff. Let's do a nice secure password. RPVN. I can't tell you that because I don't have a schematic for this or a board view. So, not much. Are these going to fit through the wall? Yep, they will. I made slots that fit it. Yeah, but the no location. I don't want you to know where I am. Where am I? Fine, maybe I'll give you a time zone and nothing else. I'm not sharing my analytics with you, Tim Cook. Not letting you know where I get my board views from. Oh, Jesus. Go. Stop. Come on. No. Just come on. Let me use the computer. No. Go away. Stop it. No. No. Just get the... I'm going to be stuck here all night, aren't I? Okay. Go. I don't care about True Tone.
Before the stream.
Okay, it's ready. So this is a Mac.
Catalina.
So my opinion is that it's a MacBook. There you go. Is everybody happy now? What I'm kind of curious about is they changed the keyboard. This is the Magic keyboard. Let me just get the screen duplicated here so that you could see what I have here. Here we go. So first thing I want to try here is going to Type Racer and seeing how I do with this keyboard versus the old one. Canel, can you get this one booted up to Type Racer for me? I have an A1707 to my right.
Probably can't boot into the OS.
Go for boot.
Of course, it'd be a dead battery.
Of course it's going to be a dead battery. I want to stream something. Okay, how do I make this show up on the other screen? Okay. Drag. Aha. Okay, here we go. Type Racer. So this is the first thing I'm interested in here, to be honest with you. Enter a typing race. Wait, let me duplicate the displays so I can have it on this one and you can see what's going on that one. Because they changed the keyboard on this and I want to see how magic it is. As a salesperson, better than the last 3 ones. Lewis got his wish, I learned something. I did not wish for a MacBook. I did not wish for this. Which one of you trolls is saying that I wished for this? Okay. Let's reset my desk camera over here. Let's see how typing is on this keyboard. Alright, so now the main thing that I'm interested in is they call this a Magic keyboard. I don't know how much I believe that the keyboard is magic, but I am curious to see if I can type faster on this than the other one. I figured this would be fair since I keep criticizing the keyboard on it. Alright, I already lost the race. Let me know when you're in. Does that have a liquid damage keyboard? Seriously? Steve!
What?
You gave me a liquid damage keyboard to compare the good new one to.
Why? It works.
You have a lot of tactile feedback.
It works.
I'm trying to Type Racer. Alright.
No, it works.
Crunchy though.
Let's see one work.
Alright, 1.
It does work.
Yeah, why my board came back to me? Is that the one that said
Called Books. And this is a special book. It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. Today I'm gonna read it to you. Alright, so what did I get? Oh, it's being a Mac. I can't see the screen turned gray. What did I do? I won the race and it won't show me anything. Ah, shit. Does anybody here know how to use a Mac? Paul. Paul,
I know
what?
how to use a Mac.
No, Paul, what'd I do?
Smash.
No, I hit the escape key and nothing happens.
What are you trying to do?
No, I won the race in Type Racer, and I think I hit something by accident because now the whole screen is gray.
What?
Did I freeze it? I want to see my score. What
Oh,
function
there are no
keys?
function keys.
Because it's a Mac. You get this. Search enter website name. You have a real escape key, but... no, now you went back. Now I don't know my score.
What happened?
No, I won the race, but then it just took me to a gray screen.
Oh.
All right, let's try this again.
I think we can call it a glitch with the MacBook. Yeah, let's do that.
No. I don't know how to use a Mac. This is part of the problem.
You're the biggest troll out there.
Why?
You're gonna have to play flawlessly, Lewis.
What? 1 second. One. My mother had to abandon her quest,
Yes.
but managed to extract from the restriction itself a further delicate thought, like good poets whom the tyranny of rhyme forces into the discovery of their finest lines. Okay, it thinks I cheated because I got 110 words a minute.
I can't.
Okay, load Type Racer for me, you know.
I can't.
No, enough excuses. Paul, bring out the truck.
Where the fuck is my spool of jumper wire?
The really good one.
Okay, so does that work with Type Racer?
Yeah, it does, but
All right, so I got 110 words a minute with this MacBook. Let's see what I get with this other MacBook. No time to boot.
use this
Wait,
Why?
because this one has some minor technical difficulties.
Seriously? Okay, I'll do another Type Racer with the Magic Keyboard. I got a. Did you feel this? This keyboard is actually much nicer than the butterfly rubbish.
You know that?
No, what's really cool about this
It wasn't.
What's really cool about this keyboard is that they admitted that they did something wrong, and they brought a new one. Now, granted, they didn't say we fucked up. They said, oh, before we had a normal keyboard, and now we have a magic keyboard. But at least, you know, that's something. They're open to admitting when they fuck something up. So let's try this again. I'm going to give this one more go while my trusty assistant here boots up a working machine. We thought we had a working machine, but we didn't. Tech department is getting thrown under a bus here. Oh,
It doesn't work in T double types.
trust me. Bringing here is like opening a lemonade stand in the. I fucked up there because I was trying to read the. What would you do if Macs became unrepairable? I don't know. Rob banks. Probably focus a lot more on hard drive data recovery. I don't think they're going to become unrepairable until the point that this technology in general is unrepairable.
Drone repair.
Yeah, drone.
Tesla repair.
Tesla repair. Most likely. Most likely Tesla repair headed up by Paul. Okay, do you have it booted up? It's a Type Racer?
Booting, you wanna just do it yourself?
Type Racer?
I'm on the Apple logo.
Make it go faster now. Pedal.
Wait, why don't you run some benchmarks on them? I'm curious.
Benchmarks are boring as shit.
Everybody
I'll
does
fall as
benchmarks.
benchmarks are so fucking
I'm
boring.
curious to see how much faster it is than the 1707.
That's so boring.
Oh my god, it's cold.
I'll fall asleep running benchmarks.
Lewis, where did we get that
They
machine?
claim the SSDs are really fast, so one way to find out.
I got this machine from an Apple store, like everybody else, of course. Alright. One on board depends upon just one thing, finding someone back there who can not only fly this plane, but who didn't have fish for dinner. I've won every single one. 112 words a minute. They think I'm cheating. Again, look, they gave me the test again.
There you go.
All right, 112 words a minute.
Oh, there's a dongle attached.
A dongle? Wait, I need a US HDMI out. All right, is anything on the screen that would get me? Oh, seriously, Anel? Take the, all right, unmuted. Not shush.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Don't say anything. All right. Here's the MacBook 16-inch.
Why is it hot?
It's hot because it's a fucking Apple product.
Smoking hot.
What?
My hand is burning.
Wait, can you get the thermal camera? Somebody bring up the thermal camera. I want to see how hot Type Racer makes this machine. Or the thermocouple. We use the thermocouple on the 390A. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Paul, feel how hot this is from fucking Type Racer.
Holy crap.
We're gonna get the. Paul, do you have do you have the Type K for the thermocouple?
Yeah.
Find me this. I want to do another Type Racer on this. We're gonna see what temps do we get. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, Alexi. All right, plug in.
You have.
I have no space.
You have the stuff.
80 square feet in L.
Chickens, I'm gonna peck at you.
I'm gonna start pecking.
All right. Yeah, I'll do one more Type Racer on this instead of using this one for the time being. One more Type Racer on the Paul table.
What the hell's going on here?
I need. Hey, you guys asked me to do a review of this piece of shit. All right, you have thermocouple?
Review nothing. I want to open it up. I want to see what the logic board looks like.
You want to see what it looks like? You want to see if it still has a T2 chip? All right. Thermocouple. We're going to get a thermocouple on the screen here. Multimeter. Let's get the Paul Daniel software on.
Thing's not charged. Low battery.
It's probably something you did, Paul. We're not set up to do reviews, are we?
Well, you just get this out of the blue.
All right. Get Paul Daniels' software on the screen. We'll do one more game of Type Racer. I'm kind of curious how warm this gets. Come on, Paul Daniels software. Don't fail me now. To buy a fan for that Mac, welcome back. Here we go. All right, so we're going to have the thermocouple. Where should we put the thermocouple?
Right on its underside.
Air exhaust.
Air exhaust, so right over here.
Just put it up.
I donate $2 saying rehire me if you're going to fix drones.
Lay it right under it so it's being pressed against it.
Under the bottom of the case? Yeah, all right. All right, let's do it. Because this thing got pretty warm. All right, let's do a Type Racer. One more. Look up now shows test cricket. What? No. So she began again.
Don't worry about the errors. Just it'll let you go.
All right. I'm going to try one more. We're at the bottom is 31 Celsius. We're not even inside the case right now. What program should I install to check temps on this?
Hardware monitor?
Oh, yeah, hardware monitor.
Yeah, you know what? Before I do another one, let's get hardware monitor.
I think Paul has. Oh wait, yeah, he's not.
Yours has?
This is it, Paul? This is it, Steve? HW monitor CPU ID? Yeah, so we're going to measure the bottom temperature of the case, and we're going to measure the actual temperature of the machine.
No,
Wow, this is a...
that looks sketch.
No, type hardware monitor Mac.
Oh. HW sensors or HW monitor?
HW sensors. That's
All right.
Do you want the one we have?
No, can't boot. That's off a hard drive.
Just copy this over.
That's orange.
By the time I find it, this will have been downloaded.
Yeah.
Users, Mac, desktop.
How do you install a program on a Mac? Will this be complicated?
Next. No, that's the easiest thing.
They're not going to try to install some sort of webcam monitoring software on me? All right, let's use our super duper password there. Close. Move to trash. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? What is the current ambient temperature? That's a good question. What does the thermostat say, Paul? What does the thermostat say?
What is the thermostat? Ambient temperature. Temperature setting. It's actually on temperature setting.
Yeah, the temperature setting is actually at 2 o'clock at the moment on the analog heater that we have in this office. Let's see. Can you? Isn't
No.
okay. The CPU is idling at 60 Celsius.
That's
now it's.
hilarious.
Oh my
Remember when
god.
60 Celsius temps were like.
Yeah, 60 Celsius for this. How do you pin it out?
What processor does that have?
I don't know. But this is Type Racer.
What gen? 8th or 9th.
We're playing Type Racer.
That's fucking sad.
Okay, how do I get that thing to show up on top? Is there an easy way to
Ask
make?
chat which processor has it. They'll know.
I don't use Mac.
What are you looking for?
I want to make this show up while I'm. Ah, never mind. Here we go. All right. Will it stay on top?
Yeah.
Bam. There we go. Race again. Well, look. CPU Core 4 is spiked at 73 Celsius.
You see, it's the ads.
Oh yes, the ads. Yeah, that GIF. That GIF is killing it. All right. Let's see if I win. I may actually lose this one.
He's hacking. Or you're in a Korean server.
Wow, I actually lost for a change. That was the first one I lost. So the ambient temperature on the bottom has gone up by 2 degrees. Let's see. And if I move this thermocouple out into just my hand.
That's the ambient temperature.
Yeah, so this is going to be ambient temperature here.
Put thermocouple on. I have it working.
That was just trolling. Yeah, I got owned. I was busy laughing.
Did you step outside those?
Here, I'm going to hold it. Get the thermocouple to body temperature.
What are they saying? It's not fair.
You're using Type Racer wrong. Okay, so it looks like the bottom of the machine is about 9 Celsius above ambient.
Instantly spiked.
Let's see, where's the air?
Yeah, in there.
So I was getting,
Why don't you start the CPU like this?
I've been getting 108 to 112 words a minute on this. Not bad.
Apparently, this one has vents.
Vents?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. See, flip it.
Vents?
I think they redesigned the heat sink on the other side.
Should we? Let's open this bitch up.
Put it on thermal temperature.
Can you take this thing off of it?
No.
Is it plugged in?
Yes. They're about 40 degrees.
Like 41 degrees on the bottom, according to the thermal cam. What CPU does this one have? That's a great question. I'm a terrible reviewer, don't you know?
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Let's see if the SSD is modular. Maybe the battery's not glued in anymore. The heatsink is mildly bigger. Is the battery still glued in? Yep, battery still glued in. Still. Is the RAM and SSD still soldered to the board? Looks like still soldered to the board. They still use... Oh, look, this is not a CD3215. This is a CD... Shit. They moved away from the architecture of CD3215s for the USB-C charge port controller. Uh-oh. Please tell me this is not some shit that you can't buy anywhere else, like the ISL. So one of the things that is common on these machines to die, for those of you who follow the channel, is the charge controller that speaks to the USB-C charger and tells it, I'm a MacBook, put out 20 volts. Don't put out 5 volts. Because phones take 5 volts, 9 volts, GoPros take 5 volts, MacBooks take 20. So the chip that does that negotiation is a CD3215, and it looks like they have finally evolved to using something new. So this is CD3217. Was it fast charging? That might have caused the head. It wasn't charging at all because it was only plugged into my microscope capture card. Yeah, so it uses different chips there. All right, what is... This is interesting. We have the fan ribbon cable comes above here. Again, used to be... Somebody asked if they still put the 52 volts for the backlight right next to the GPU data line on the connector, but I can't tell that because you need a schematic. Yeah. By the way, if anybody has a schematic for an 820-01700, please don't send it to lewis@rossmangroup.com because that would be wrong. We take seriously any sort of intellectual property and trade secret law here, so if you have a schematic for an 820-01700-05, if you email lewis@rossmangroup.com with 2 S's and 2 N's, I will report you. Straight to Paul. Alright, so yeah, I don't know what I'm really supposed to look at inside here. No lifeboat connector. Just bought a 16-inch MacBook. Thanks for showing me the insides of this. This Tech with TJ for $10. How the hell do you have money left in your wallet if you bought this thing? What did these start at? Like 2,000? Yeah. What?
Something like that.
I thought they started like 1,700 to 2,000.
No, I think the 16-inch is like 2,200.
Oh my god. Yeah, so there's a new USB-C charge port controller. Most of the inside of the layout seems very similar to the old one. You got your T2 country chip under here. Same backlight caps from 2015. So the backlight area is pretty much...
Open 1707.
Yeah, this is an A1707. This is 2 years earlier. So let's say they said they made the heatsink much bigger in this one. So this is the heatsink on the new one. This is the heatsink right here. This is going to be CPU and then GPU. And this is on the old one. That's CPU and that's GPU. Oh my god, it's so much bigger! Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, look, it's the same.
Well, I'll give it to them. The GPU is...
Yeah, the GPU heatsink is how much bigger? How many millimeters?
CPU is literally...
Let's see. Let's measure it using some tech. All right.
Keep those fingers open, right? That's part of the review channel, right?
Oh my god.
It's the same.
Okay, that's like 4 millimeters.
Do that again. Look how fair this measurement is. See?
Yeah. Huh?
Okay. Now
Lift.
keep those fingers steady. There you go.
Yeah. So it's this much bigger.
Yeah.
The heatsink is this much bigger. This much. No, I read that on their side. They said like heatsink is this much bigger. Thermal capacity. Oh my god.
Buy this from Apple for a measly $2,400.
Interesting why the RAM. Do you think these are
Student discount and consumer law helped me upgrade to this bad boy. Has been bad with the popping speakers. Let's see, 28% increase in airflow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's about. They said something about their.
Their fans are huge.
These, let's see, it says the heatsink is 35% larger. Oh, you salesman! It's 35% larger. What the fuck?
Right, I'll give it to them. The fans are larger.
Okay, Paul, do you have any? Can you use to measure this with?
Yeah, let's see.
You have like a small ruler?
We have the caliber.
Give me.
Are the fans really that much bigger? So
Let's see.
They look humongous.
Okay, so you have the fans on the. So over here, you have the fans in the new one. Yeah, professional stream right here. So these are the fans in the new one. These are the fans on the old one. Fans in the new one.
You can put them next to each other.
Fans in the old one. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, vertical video.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Let's pull a Paul Daniels. Sure, no, just do like this.
It'll work this way.
I can't fit it on my desk like this. Okay.
Man, just make it into one MacBook. There you go.
Yeah, then my keyboard falls off the. All right.
To me, I mean.
Okay, the GPU heatsink is minorly larger, but come on. Here, this is the only one.
He
Paul with
put
the
out a
micrometer.
It's
Paul
a
with the
micrometer.
Paul with the micrometer.
Micrometer?
Did some Googling on the CD3217. All I get is a PDF from Texas Instruments, nowhere to buy it. Imagine that.
So this is as fair as it gets, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a micrometer. Paul's the only person I know that carries around a micrometer.
So 4610.
That's the big one.
4610 to what?
38.1.
It's like 15, 20% bigger.
Yeah, just about.
But it's only one section. It's not bigger CPU
yeah,
heatsink.
They lied about the CPU section. Just
Yeah, so
correct.
35% larger, that would mean 35% overall. You're only about 15 to 20% larger on the GPU side. Can you do the fans, Paul?
The inner
Micrometer?
diameter.
Micrometer?
Just this. 25. The inner's the same.
Literally the same. Okay.
Ask Tim
I guess
Cook,
it's about the
Mellum,
blades.
Maduro.
Did it say 35% bigger?
Yeah,
It is
35%.
17.5% bigger.
Yeah.
17.5% bigger, but only for half of
The
it.
fans are bigger.
Because the
Fans
CPU
are
heatsink is the same
By
size.
how much?
The fans are
66 to 70.
Okay.
so the fans are 7 to 8% bigger
yeah.
because it's 4 millimeters on
Yeah.
66 to 70 millimeters.
That's salesmanship.
Paul, show the micrometer.
Show 'em-
Micrometer. Been watching.
micrometer.
50% Wall Street.
All right. Now I'm kind of curious what I get on Type Racer with the other machine.
17.5% bigger.
Alright.
Oh, shoot.
This got to go back together.
17.5.
Thank you, Mr. Big Red. All right. Paul with the caliper. Here is your
Oh, yeah, I
MacBook
got that. Yeah, thank
that I purchased from the Apple Store for this
you. Yeah.
because I.
Did you say you're an influencer?
Absolutely. I walked right in and I said, Tim Cook has my number. He knows I'm an influencer. Give me that fucking MacBook. I ain't paying for it. All right. Next up, where's the battery screw on this? Yeah, let's see what I get on Type Racer with this. Because the main difference between these machines, it really seems to be the keyboard. The keyboard sticks out to me as the main difference. Try to find a CD3217 for sale. I can't find a site that you can buy this. You are kind of screwed. Well, that's the thing with any of these machines. You can't buy chips to them in the beginning. They're not available, usually for a while. That's why when people show up, they think, what, I thought your business is Mac laptop repair specialist. I thought you fixed these. It's yeah, I'd love to. And no, sorry, you bought a computer from the wrong manufacturer. If I want to work on that board, it's going to be at least a year or two. It's going to be at least a year before the schematic comes out. A year to a year and a half before the schematic comes out, and then probably 2 or 3 years before the chips come out. Came here for the quality content. Thank you. It's kind of fucked up that it takes that long for this stuff to come out, but yeah, if that machine, somebody gets liquid on it, it stops charging, it's going to be like a year or two before I can get that chip from Texas Instruments. All right, so let's try this one over here with this butterfly shit. I'm kind of curious to see what difference I get on this keyboard versus the other. Let's see. I'm fairly certain that this is going to have a dead battery.
Is the trackpad the same size?
No, the trackpad looks way bigger.
Does it?
They look the same size to me. Oh, it's micrometerly bigger
What?
for the
Same
S.
size.
Let me see. Wait, put it so they can see. Yeah, those trackpads are.
I can't see it.
Okay, help. All right. Yeah, those trackpads are virtually the same. The new machine is in the top. The other one is in the bottom.
Literally same size.
Yeah, so trackpad's about the same size, but you can really the difference is really in the
Look at
keys.
the touch bar, though. Touch
Oh
bar.
yeah, they have an escape
They
key.
have an escape key.
That doesn't really do anything because when I was
Add
in
in an escape key.
okay, what's the password? Oh yeah, I need to log into somebody else's OS. Shit. Help! I need an OS. Help!
The hell?
I already.
What is this for the new one? Really?
Stream assistant.
I know.
I need an OS. I don't want a spinning drive OS.
Hold on, wait, let's see the screen size. Here.
There you go.
Screen size is a good
Can you
point.
help? Can you bring it a little closer? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you have to zoom out for this.
So,
Wait, how is this a test? You have to have them side by side. But this desk is not 32 inches.
Put it like you would use it normally, and I'll put it right next to it.
Fuck this. Ah, I just docked somebody.
There you go, fine.
Oh well.
Yeah, leave it like that.
No, I just. Oh, one sec. Now somebody knows that that guy has a MacBook. Somebody said, thanks for the life advice. Thank you. And thank you for the wish of luck with the new place. All right, so we have one screen like this. Let's get the next one coming. My MacBook Pro 16 is running Minecraft with the fans at 5,000 RPM at 70 Celsius. Is this normal? That is normal for a MacBook, and one of the things you could change to fix it is get a ThinkPad.
Wow, that's minimal. And that's being generous.
Okay, so where is the difference in the screen size here?
Right
So,
at the end.
yeah, this is the difference in the screen size.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Tech with
What does that
TJ, you
give
bought a
Does
Mac.
that give you the bezel?
That's
Like,
this.
That's the bezel, though. That's literally the bezel, and some.
I mean, it's 15.4 versus 16 inch. That's nothing. Yeah, this is nothing.
That's so minimal that it's not even worth it. All right, so screen size is not worth it. There's one.
Thank you, C80. All right, so let's try booting up into my OS. Let's. I got to test this thing in front of me anyway, make sure everything works before we send it back. Might as well do it with some type eraser. Okay. So I got 108 to 112 to 100 words per minute on the other non-butterfly key, non-butterfly keyboard. Now we're going to see what I get on the butterfly keyboard.
Does that butterfly keyboard work?
I'm confident this butterfly keyboard works. This machine is ready. It says it works and is ready to be given back to the customer. I'm confident everything on this machine works.
But it's a butterfly keyboard. They can die at any second.
Yeah, point taken. It is a butterfly. All right. Log in, you Mac. Okay, how many things are here that I need to hide? How much of Orhan's porn? Alright, let's get some type eraser going. My entire shop uses 15-inch touch bars, and we can get Adobe 2018 Suite to work, thanks to Catalina. Yet leadership defends its decision to buy them. Adobe seems to be a complete mess in general. All right, let's see what I get in type eraser. Is my score going to be lower or higher? 'Cause that's the biggest productivity difference in this machine. Aw, that's adorable, Catherine. Yeah, I got 78 words a minute. So I do, as somebody who doesn't use a Mac, or who hasn't become accustomed to either of these keyboards, I use a ThinkPad P50 at home. I got 78 words a minute on this. I got 108 to 113 on the other one. I know.
That's slower than Kevin.
That's fireable. Let's see.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it constant.
Is the MacBook Pro 2017 worth it? I think the ThinkPad is definitely worth it. Yes, absolutely. Get a ThinkPad. All right, so let's try again. And yes, I am typing for 2 fingers for those who are curious. Mostly 2 fingers. Okay, it's a little better once I get used to it, but it's still 103. But it's
Travel is what.
yeah, the travel
should get,
confuses.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that if you're used to the butterfly keyboard, maybe you can work with it. But I definitely get a productivity increase typing on the other one. That's going to be worth more than any sort of stupid benchmark test. Because all those benchmarks, they're not going to really tell you how much more productive you are in your everyday life. And they're going to get done by tens of thousands of other people who do the same shit over and over again. What's your opinion on Library and the YouTube platform where they automatically mirror all your videos? I don't really know. I have not tried Library. I'm using Vimeo. I don't want to do a mirror where they download the low, crappily encoded YouTube versions. I want to actually re-upload all of my originals to another platform so you get the same level of quality. And also I want to deal with somebody that actually has some sort of financial obligation to me since I paid them. I want to be a client of somebody for that so that I can... Anio said life was a net for luck. Damn. To life was a forge, and to they spoke truly for
Damn, you're slower than me.
nobody's.
Yeah, you are.
Let me see your hard drive recovery queue. All right, so yeah, this keyboard it does hinder me. Best case scenario, this keyboard hinders me by 10%. Worst case scenario, this thing hinders me by 20%. Or if I was using Apple's calculations, 80%. I can't believe they think that fan is fucking 35%. That heatsink is 35% bigger. Suck my dick. My God. I'm kind of curious what I get on Type Racer with this keyboard over here. Let's see, what do I get on here? I love my clickety-clackety. Let's see what I get on this one versus any of those other ones. Enter a typing race. I screwed up there a little in the beginning because I'm not used to it, but I still got 101. Let's try again since I got back used to this. Up onto her. What's the best ThinkPad to get? P50, in my opinion. Now let's try this again. Let me just get some better posture going here.
Damn. Yo.
132, bitch!
Oh shit. Damn.
Go
What's
two-
the accuracy?
With 2 fingers.
98.
It doesn't... It keeps thinking I cheat every single
Just
time.
hit
It's
submit.
jealous.
It'll let you go.
There's no machine I was working on. I put it back.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I do way better on this than I do on the MacBook keyboard. However, the MacBook keyboard, the new MacBook keyboard increases my productivity typing about 20 to 30%, which again, in Apple percentages, that's like 80.
They can claim 100 actually.
Oh my God, this thing is forever. Look at the one they gave me. Look at how long that is.
Oh shit.
The bezel on that P50. The bezel! The bezel! It's the most important part of anything you buy. The bezel. These are things people share. One sec, it's on a magnet next to me. To come closer, to open up about idea. What am I missing?